Hello everyone and welcome back to Little and Game Devlog. My name is Elliot Greenwood and I got quite a bit of updates that I need to share with you. So as you can see from the menu screen itself, I removed the top parts of the tiles and I added grass so the screen looks a lot cleaner, and as you already probably noticed, the grass itself has been slightly animated to simulate wind effect. Since all of them has been activated at the same time, it has this mono motion effect, but inside the game itself, the whole grass will be more mixed, wavy. Now, of course, and as you can see already, I have implemented in-game GUI, a simple plant that will give players a basic knowledge and understanding on what's the point and goal of the game. So for example, the first one is there's an empty tile and turn it into a grass, so I hope that people will understand what that means. A second plant is basically just showing direction to the leaf, so that's the end goal, and these two plants will be repeated consistently in the game, because painting tiles is going to be the main goal of this game. It's not some kind of a precise speedrunning type of a game, it's more just a relaxed tile painting game. All these plants, all these GUIs will be used in the first few levels, mainly just to basically introduce basic inputs and tell players what this game all about. The third plant had two types of inputs. One is for the keyboard, which is on the left, and the controller, which is on the right. Space or the south button on the controller to jump, but I'm pretty sure that most people will figure out this part. So then we go to the ledge jump, and of course I added up or down inputs, and I hope that players will understand that they can drop down or climb up the ledge, which most people, they understood pretty well what to do. However, this part was confusing for some people. Well, mainly because I had this plant that showed the interaction inputs right over here. For some reason, some people just completely ignored this route and they were standing here and trying to interact with something. So I decided to place this plant directly on top of the route, so the people, once they're gonna stand on this place, they can interact with it. And basically this is the interaction input. Top button for the controller, or just press E if you're playing with the keyboard. But here are the new changes. If you noticed, I have completely redrawn the entire tile set. I completely changed it. So now I think it's a lot easier to see what tiles are interactable and what tiles aren't. In general, it increases colorful tone to this game and gives more visual contrast, which is, I think, nice. Grayish colors also make the character stick out a little bit more. So here's the other part that some people got confused as well. I was showing press R1 or like the shoulder or trigger button on the controller or control, but people were just pressing it and standing still for some reason. So I just added the arrows to just show that, yeah, they can move. Watching some other people play the game was just so weird, because some people, they managed to go through this game without me needing to explain any inputs, but others were like as if they're playing the game for the first time ever. It's a feedback nevertheless, just to see like what kind of small details do I need to add to guide the players. Obviously it's a very simple game and I would expect people to like know how the movement works. So here's the hole that I made, where I was talking about like how the tiles are not interactable. I think this kind of a coloration will make player understand that, okay, this part has no dirt, not gonna be any grass, so it's gonna be waste of time to be here, and they probably climb out to try the jump again. And this is going to be one of those methods to reduce the need for reset button, because I did receive some feedback that having a level where you need to completely reset the whole thing is not a good idea. Resetting the level tends to annoy people, and that's something that I don't want people to experience in this kind of a game. So that's why I'm going to try to design the levels in more linear way, but there's still going to be like some kind of a puzzle variations, but there's no chance to mess them up. I don't want to annoy people, just want them to have fun. Alright, so these crates, I've been working with them quite a bit and I still have some issues to fix. However, sort of, I guess, fixed problem about crates getting pushed all the way into the wall. So I added a feature where players can just drag them. It's not the best method, it's a bit weird, but it works nevertheless. The box does sort of stick with the player. I'm still working on this part, but however, I think there will be no issues anymore with the crates getting pushed into the wall and then needing to reset the whole level. Basic crate pushing mechanic. However, if you still push out the crate to the ledge, you will lose the crate, but you can sort of bring it back, which is quite weird, but push all the way out, yeah, you're gonna lose it. So it's a bit messy, but it does work. So, but now I'm gonna have to reset this level because I can't proceed from here, so let me just... So the ladder hasn't changed much, but I did create another GUI just to showcase how to jump off the ladder, so move to the sides and jump at the same time. And that's how you're gonna climb, because if you're standing on the ladder and if you're just pressing jump, nothing will happen. If you're just going all the way up, nothing will happen. So I had few secret room design here, but I thought that maybe for this kind of a game it's not really necessary. At the moment, I don't think that there will be like a need for hidden rooms, but maybe I'll consider something, whatever feedback I'll gather. So the rock lift haven't been changed much. Try to fix the issue when the player basically starts going up and jumps off the ledge, and sometimes players get stuck on the rock while the rock is getting lifted, so that's a small bug that I will have to fix. I'll figure out. And this is the part that many people still struggled to solve, because the color coding was hard to see and many people did not really understand what this is, which is understandable. But I did remove a couple of frames from these light orbs and I turned them slightly brighter so the players could see easier what colors correspond to the plants, and I hope that this time they will be able to figure out. This is where the interesting design comes in general, because with this puzzle part I will be able to have multiple level exploration method. It will allow players to explore one part of the level at a time, unless they get super lucky and the code basically shows the same thing on the two doors. The part of the design is basically come here, solve this simple puzzle, unlock something in here or explore another area, and then you just come back here, climb up, and then you get another door to solve. I increased these root height because they were in the grass, so it was harder to see the lower light bulb. So this is where the newest mechanic comes to play. And let me just show you how this whole thing works. Quite a big feature that took quite a bit of a time to figure out, think out how to solve this few problems, but this is what I did. So I planted a flower here, and as you can see nothing happened, because mainly this obstacle will be utilizing crates. So what it is basically it's an object that is requiring a crate. So my idea was to create a pad or a pressure plate that requires a crate. In this situation, consider like a story thing. Crates hold some kind of a green energy that pressure plates can harness from, and once that happens, a huge flower will grow out, another type of a platform. So it is a vertical exploration obstacle. However, it has multiple states. This flower will be utilized for kind of a central level design. Players can explore both the right area and the left area. Players will grow out this flower, then they can go and explore this part over here, do whatever they need to do, and they just get the crate seed and then bring the crate over here. Again, plant the crate and the flower will grow furthermore. Do the same thing on the left side, plant the crate. Oops, it got stuck. No, it didn't. We can push it out like this or like that and just bring it into its slot, and the flower will grow even more, and then I can just complete this whole level. But it seems that I missed out some, and then you can just complete the whole level. But now some of you might ask, what if I just fall down like that? I can't climb up, can I? Fortunately for you, I did thought of this situation as well, and I was thinking for 2 days how to solve this problem. And I came up with a very simple solution. Whenever a crate gets pushed out from the pad, other pads above will remove the crate. So if I'll just remove all the way from the bottom, the whole flower will shrink. And this will basically allow players to restart again. So most of you probably thought, well, it's just gonna grow back all the way up. No, because other crates will get pushed out from these pads. So players will have to come back here again and just push them back on the pad and regrow the whole flower again, like this. If I'll just remove it from the second one, then the third crate will get pushed out, but the first one will stay. Probably some of you might think, well, what if I'll just push the crate underneath? Well, nothing will happen because there are no collisions when you shrink the flower all the way down. This should not cause any issues. And that's it. It's a bit buggy, unfortunately, so I'll still have some parts to fix, but I'm making quite a lot of progress, and I still have quite a few mechanics that I will try to add. I think that's pretty much it for this part. All in all, I got some GUIs completely repainted, most of the tiles. Whole level design will be changed and reconsidered into making it more linear. There still are some bugs and issues that I still have to fix, so if you have any comments, suggestions, anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I really love to see what you guys think. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all of you for the kind words for this kind of a project, and all I can say is that stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next devlog.